And when you're starting something new or you're just chasing and following your dreams, it is quite normal that you get off track here or there. But what matters is that you get back on track. And with these habits that I'm about to share with you, you're going to get on track. These habits are going to snatch you back up and you're going to get focused and you're going to realize that it's a lot harder to be unfocused than to be focused with these habits. Hi, welcome to another episode here on the Millie Experience. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Millie, and I make content all about chasing and following your dreams, bettering yourself, and encouraging you. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 habits or actions, whoever you may call them, that help me stay focused and consistent while I chase and follow my dreams. And if you have something that you feel like might be helpful to me or to the collective, make sure you drop it in the comment section. Now we're about to get into it, okay? The first habit that I started picking up as I chase and follow my dreams, and it helps me stay focused and consistent, is reading. Now, I know some people reading might not be something that you like to do, but I promise you, actually a lot more fun, and especially for us creatives, it allows us to use our imagination more and to like put ourselves in the experience. Now, some books, I'm not getting sponsored right now, not yet, at least, but some books I want to throw out there. The Robert Greene collection, I love his 48 Laws of Power book. I'm still reading The War. Yeah, his war book. I've read, oh my gosh, he has so many different books, and I was just reading it. It was like 48 Laws of Power. Something told me to bring the books. Something told me to bring the books. Okay, I'm back with the books. Just so y'all think I wasn't lying. Like I bought his books. Oh, the fifth one is in my bag because I'm still reading it. But this is the last one I'm going to read. It's Seduction because I'm not focused on a relationship right now. But 48 Laws of Power, it was an amazing book. It actually was the first one I read of his series, and it actually got me started to where I am today. We're now 6 videos in. Bow. Okay. The Concise Laws of Human Nature. I had so much fun reading this book, and I also took some of like the laws in here and started doing like mini social experiments on people. It was so fun, especially like in the subway station and stuff like that, where people are like scared to like go here because they don't want to pick up the item, so everybody just kind of follows the crowd. And I'm like, let me sit over here, right, and move the thing and sit down. Now you see a whole different way for people sitting in that area. Mastery. I recently finished this one. I love this one so much because it allows you to understand that it takes time. Whatever you want to do, following your dreams and stuff, it takes time. It takes time to be a master. It really it really just takes time. That's one of the big lessons I learned from this book. So if you're following your dreams, I encourage you to read this one. Out of all the ones I've read, I encourage you to read Mastery and 48 Laws of Power before anything else. Okay? Then you can go into your human nature and what have you, whatnot, right? They say reading is fundamental. It is fun and it is for the mental, but I like to take that statement a little further. When they say reading is fundamental, you have to be aware of what you're funding your mental, like you're paying your mental, what you're feeding your mind. You have to be aware. So, like, whether that's content, whether that's people, whether that's books and stuff, be aware of what you're constantly filling your brain. Because if you're constantly filling it with negative and limiting thoughts and limiting belief or things that just go against what you're trying to go for, that's what you're funding your mental and that's what's going to portray in reality. But when you're following your dreams and you're reading books that encourage you and help and guide you and change your habits and ways of thinking like that, it's bound just to play out in reality. Another book I had to return to the library because it wasn't my personal book, but it's Viola Davis's autobiography, and it was so amazing. It really actually changed my perspective and really opened me up to like her experience within show business and things like that. But just also like hearing different people's journeys and how they got to where they are, and to realize that it takes time. It really does. So, on your journey, you should start to pick up reading. Reading is going to be so so much helpful for you. Now, the second thing is increasing your physical activity. Get up. Don't be laying around all day. Whether that be going on a walk, going on a run, some people like to go to the gym and what may have you. Increase your physical activity. Take what you do and just times it by two, okay? For me, that looks like I get up every day and I go on a run in the morning. Yes, I go on a run. I do relatively a mile, and then I add my dance techniques in there, and then I like do some dance classes throughout the week. But what that does, it redirects that standstill energy, because sometimes when you're following your dreams, you'll feel like you have like a brief moment of like nothing's happening, nothing's changing, everything's falling apart. Well, go do something. Go do something that's actually going to be beneficial to you, like getting up and getting active. Do some push ups, do some sit ups, go on a walk, go on a run. Do something that's going to stimulate you physically, because I promise you, in using that creative energy, you're going to find something else that can add to you chasing and following your dreams and actually keeping you more focused. And honestly, what are you going to spend your time doing? You need to figure out, instead of like staying here and sitting in that feeling of like nothing's happening and everything's falling apart. You could be getting up and you could be doing something physically and mentally stimulating, like increasing your physical activity. Maybe that's running, maybe that's riding a bike, maybe that's going to the gym. And what it also does, it puts you with like-minded people who are essentially doing the same thing as you. So when I go on my run, there's this lady that I usually talk to, and for like the first, like I would say, like the first 2 3 weeks I was running, they wouldn't talk to me. They were kind of feeling me out, but as they started to see my face more and more, they was like, "Oh, he's a good person. Oh, like he's consistent. Like has the discipline." And then when you start to talk to these people, you realize that they've been doing the same thing, and all they want is to really connect with like-minded people and to see people and get that inspiration, because we're all using each other for inspiration, right? Increase your physical activity. Now, the third thing and the last thing I'm going to tell you to do is plan. Now, this I think is my favorite one out of the three, only because I was in the band for all of my life. And one of the things we like to say is stay ready, don't have to get ready. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. And those things have just been embedded in me. And then not only that, I like to see things get executed in a way that's just not chaotic and that just runs so smoothly like a water fountain. And just to like see like, hey, you took time to intentionally say that this is going to happen at this moment or this is going to happen at that moment. I don't know, it just does something for me. It is actually like, okay, things can happen and they don't have to be chaotic. And that's what planning essentially does. Now, this can come in the form of building a routine, because routines build habit. And then preparation brings clarity. You know what clarity brings? Direction. It brings some peace and it allows you to be calmer. What that also can look like is budgeting, seeing what you're spending for the month, clearing out some debt. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Budgeting, setting up timetables, putting up deadlines for things, or even what time of the day that you're going to do certain things. Meal prepping. This one has been a big one for me because I had to change my diet a little bit because of some things like my blood sugar was high and my cholesterol was high. I was like, I'm too young for all of that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and change. But planning, meal prepping, and planning the meals I'm going to eat for the month have actually been helpful, but they also been helpful with my income and allows me to budget a little better. So I know when I go to the store, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm putting in my cart, and I know what I'm putting in my body. And then that can also look like itineraries for completing different tasks. Like, okay, I had to go to a doctor's appointment, then I had to go return my router for my Wi-Fi, and then I had to go to the courthouse. And I was like, okay, how's this day going to look? Because I still need to practice my singing. I still need to do that. I still need my vocal practice, and I also still need to do my morning workout routine, right? So what does that day look like? Okay, it looks like 6 o'clock. I wake up 6:30. I'm at the park doing what I need to do. Then it looks like, okay, Now you come back and start the day, go from this place to this place, have a little area where you sit down, relax, go to your next thing, and then go to the next thing. So really planning out the itinerary for your day. And then, I'm always going to reference band. When we were in the band, my band directors, all of them, took the time out to make a proper itinerary for the day. And I guess that kind of just stuck with me and kept me structured, or even like a class schedule when you're at school. Like this is going to happen at this time because it's going to keep us on schedule and it's going to keep us in the place where we need to be. So there's no room for error. Or even if like there was room for error, it's not chaotic, it's not catastrophic, and you can bounce back easily. So planning is probably one of my favoriteest things because I'm an organized person. I love to be an organized person. Organization means everything because it brings the clarity and it's peaceful and calmer, especially for us to have like the anxiety or just, feel like things just fall apart easily and stuff like that. Organization and planning is going to be something big and it's going to be really helpful and it's honestly going to be the game changer. If you plan the week, you'll see how much better the week is going to flow. And I hope these three habits, they really actually help you chase and follow your dreams and keep you focused and keep you consistent because you deserve to live your dream life. You deserve to live your best life. So live it. Do what you need to do, whether that be reading, increasing your physical activity, and planning. If you want another three tips, comment in the comment section below. I want another three tips. Look, you need to give me some more tips because these were helpful. Let me know if they were helpful. Try them out. Let me know if they were helpful or if you have anything that you know that was helpful for you and you want to share. Make sure you share it in the comment section below. Thank you again for your time. I hope the best on your journey to following your dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. It's Millie Miles signing out. Later.